Hi, Coach Shea, commit to compete. In this video, we're going to talk about digging deeper. As an athlete, right, you're always going to be tested. You're always going to be tested. You know, and I tell my players, I'm like, listen, I know you're trying, right? I get you trying. But there's a difference between trying and a committed, motivated, focused effort. It's two different stratospheres. You know, we all try something. When you try something, you're like, oh, I'll give it a shot. I'll give it a shot. I'll try it. And if it doesn't work out, and you're like, well, I tried. That's not what this is. That's not what competitive sports is. In competitive sports, you commit to making it happen, right? It's not, you have to do stuff to make other things happen, right? So if you want to make the varsity, okay, you have to figure out a way to do that. You have to do certain things. You have to get, committed to working out, committed to working on your skills, committed to getting in the weight room, committed to playing against better players and getting your ass kicked, committed to going through the tough times, okay? So when you do that, okay, and you have equity and sweat equity, right, invested, then when things get tough, you'll know how to dig deep, okay? So I tell my players, I'm like, we're trying, but we're not working as a unit, as a committed, motivated, focused unit. And that works with you as an individual. I mean, if you say, yeah, I want to make the varsity, and then you say, I'm going to work out, 7 days a week, and then you work out twice a week, then, you're not committed, right? You're not committed. You got to dig deeper, right? And there's going to be times when, things are hard. You get injuries, you get maybe disappointment, maybe you don't play as much. You got to dig deeper, right? You got to look inside yourself for more. I remember when I was a junior, we were going through a tough stretch, 5-6 game losing streak, and I was the best player, and I wanted to be the best player on a winning team, not a best player on a losing team. Okay, and I remember after one particular game, I was sitting home and around the kitchen table, and I'm whining and moaning, and my father says, hey, Billy, you're doing the best, you doing everything you can. I'm like, yeah, Dad, yeah. He goes, oh, you're working hard, right? You're working hard. You're doing everything. I'm like, yes, Dad. You don't have to practice. Yes, Dad. He goes, well, that's all you can do. And I said, so what are you telling me, Dad? I'm not good enough? He said, evidently not. That's why they keep score. So my father said to me, Billy, I know you work hard, okay? But you can always dig deeper. You can always dig deeper. There's always more. And then he said this, what other choice do you have? And then he left, right? And I thought about it, because he knew I wasn't going to quit. That wasn't a choice, right? Because I had so much invested. He knew I wasn't going to quit. Right? He just knew that. So what are my choices? Keep doing the same thing I'm doing, get the same result, or dig deeper. You got to dig deeper. So that's what I did. We didn't win anymore, but I dug deeper. Okay, I dug. Okay, we ended up 5-15, but it wasn't for lack of effort. It wasn't for lack of digging, trying to dig deep. And then we came back the next year. We went 17-5, and I was the best player on a winning team. Okay? So there's going to be hard times. There's going to be hard times individually and as a group in a team. Okay? And when you're in that individual hard time, then it's easier, right? You dig deep, you dig deep. When you're in a team setting and the team's struggling and you see people ready to jump off the wagon, it's up to you to try to help pull them together, man. And as a group, dig deeper. That's harder as a group to dig deeper. But when you got a group like we did when we were juniors, we dug deeper. We didn't just say screw it. We dug deeper. And even though we didn't get the results immediately, we got them the next year because we knew we had all kinds of sweat equity invested in this, and we just had to make it happen. And that's what digging deeper is. Just don't accept what's happening. Dig deeper to change what's happening and make it come your way. It might not happen immediately, but if you stay with it and you keep digging deeper, things will go your way eventually. I'll see you in the next video, and commit to compete.